short time.
Where did he get these from?
You have no power over me. No!
You're stupid!
Ah!
I apologize, the headphone user's in his wish.
You can't have a rainbow without Ryan, baby. Amogus.
Now wait a second. This ain't the roller rink.
That's nuts!
Yes, that's French they're speaking.
Darkness within darkness. Oh,
I like turtles. Oh, baby, it's triple.
Hola!
get up on the hydrous bag! Get up on the hydrous bag! Get up on the hydrous bag! Get up on the hydrous bag!
Now it's short time. Ah!
That's nuts!
Me? Gungaga. time.
You're stupid.
2, 1, go.
Live from Columbus, Ohio, it's Motown Downtown!
Motown Downtown. Come on down to Motown Downtown.
Today's guest, the Keyblade Forge.
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
My name is Tyson Bruno, and here's your host, Mo Chocolate!
Come on down to Motown Downtown.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Motown Downtown, Season 3.2, where we are here to make sure that you have a wonderful time and the greatest time. That's right. Hello to everybody in chat. Thank you, Peachy Poo, for the 18-month sub. Thank you. Thank you to the mod for giving everyone a shout out. Thank you very much. Well, y'all heard the chaos at the beginning of the stream. That is a calm before the storm, so y'all know who is here, no doubt. So without further ado, drum roll, please. Ladies and gentlemen, for the first time this season, we have not one, not two, not three, but 4 guests. They are massive Kingdom Hearts fans and about bringing the community together. A community filled with artists, modders, and content creators. So please welcome to the house, all the way from the Guiding Key podcast, Dallin, Latrix, Clark, Finn, all the way from the Keyblade Forge!
Hello. Hi, hello.
I was waiting for Lakers to drop. There it is.
There you go.
Perfect sauce, and that is why we are here for that level of chaos. I'm all for it. What's up, everybody? How's it going? Welcome to Motown. Thank you for coming out here tonight.
Yeah, thanks for having us.
Yeah.
Yes. Yeah, so usually we have guests on the show with their cams on, but y'all don't have cams. But you know what? That's A-okay, because we are doing things brand new this season. So thank you for taking time out of your busy schedules to be here on the show. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Of course, yeah.
Yeah.
Taking breaks away from modding and stuff to be here. Love to see it. So for anyone watching who has no idea who you are, go ahead and introduce yourself to the audience in your own unique way.
Alright, I guess I'll go first. Hi, I'm Master Latrix. I started the Keyblade Forge. I design Keyblades, and I'm a graphic designer and digital artist. And I just really like Kingdom Hearts.
Nice.
And I decided I wanted to create a community of other people who also like designing Keyblades and like Kingdom Hearts as much as I do. So I started the Keyblade Forge, and it just ballooned to what it is now, which is insane.
Nice.
And yeah.
Okay, I guess I'll go next. I'll go next. Yeah, my name is Dallin. I'm a Kingdom Hearts mod creator.
Hi.
So I make. Yeah. So I make primarily Keyblade mods for Kingdom Hearts 3 and Kingdom Hearts 2, but I've done other mods as well. You'll probably have seen my work here and there, but yeah.
Yeah, woo. Alright, I guess I can go next. My name is Iron Clark. I'm a digital artist. I post a weapon a day on Twitter. I
Nice.
Do Keyblade designs. And I'm just broken in the head. Everything's gotta have a Keyblade in it. Keyblade for everything.
Aren't we all broken in the head, though?
Absolutely.
That's what this series does to you.
Yeah.
Alright, so I'm Finn. I'm a Keyblade designer. Well, weapons designer really, but I enjoy making Keyblades. And
I'm pretty self-taught with all of it. But don't mind me, I'm stroking my ego right here. I'm a funny. I like to think of myself as a funny guy. I try to keep things nice, lighthearted, and I used to stream, but I can't do that these days.
Bring back the streams. Bring back the streams. Bring back the streams.
It's
all that.
If I do that, it's gonna be scuffed as hell.
That's how we do.
That's, we don't know.
No,
any
you're
other
right.
Stuff.
All right, immediately after this, streaming 24 hours, Kingdom Hearts 3, no Keyblade mod.
Let's go.
I'm gonna punch everything.
Motown Downtown exclusive. You're welcome in internet. So
Here first.
yes. So my first question is, how did y'all get into video games? Like, were you team PlayStation, Nintendo, or Sega? Like, which one?
Ooh.
That's
Okay.
easy. That's easy. Growing up, it was me, my dad, and my sister, and we didn't have a lot to keep us occupied during the day while my dad was at work. We had our babysitter and a PlayStation 2, and my sister got the first game for her birthday in about 2005, I believe. And from there, it just took off. I was already a big Disney fan growing up.
Nice.
And at that point, I was hooked on gaming. It wasn't just Kingdom Hearts. It was whatever was available. We played a lot of Spyro. We played a lot of Spider-Man. We played a lot of Need for Speed. Just stuff we had lying around. You know, we didn't have the option to pick up a lot of games.
Yeah, I was pretty much the same. I started with PS2.
Nice.
I don't remember exactly what the first game I played on it was, but I know like Lego Star Wars was a big one. Star Wars Battlefront 2. Ape Escape I love, and of course Kingdom Hearts.
I'm an old man. I started with PS1 and Nintendo 64. God, I gotta get my cane out. But no, you know, games have always been a part of my life. Like, I don't even remember the first one I picked up. I just remember always having one. I remember watching my dad go through Ocarina of Time countless amount of times. Like, we had a Bradley Games strategy guide.
Wow.
And then old. And then of course we got PS2, and I don't remember exactly when we got Kingdom Hearts 1, but we just picked up so many PlayStation 2 games. You know, just so many. There's so many hidden gems in there.
So many.
And Kingdom Hearts was one of them. And you know, played that one, and it brain rotted me to my core. It is every waking moment. It's every sleeping moment. It's every dreaming moment. But
Is it a dream dropping moment by any chance?
Exactly.
And then for me, I guess I'm the odd one out. I got into gaming a little bit later, probably around like, I mean, I was still a kid, but like fourth, fifth grade, and all I really had was on my own. I had a DS and I had a Wii. So I grew up mostly Nintendo. I would go over to friends' houses and I could play PS2, Xbox 360.
Nice.
So I think my first ever exposure to the Kingdom Hearts series was Kingdom Hearts 2 Atlantica. So
somehow it didn't turn you away.
Exactly. Kingdom Hearts is that good.
And somehow it became my favorite series. But I think a lot of that also had to do with just the fact that I got 358 Days Over 2 on the DS.
Yeah, I have to imagine so. God knows it wasn't Atlantica.
That was everybody, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So my next question is, what is every content creator has a unique story behind their online username? So what's the story behind y'all's username? Like, how'd you come up with those usernames?
I've got a
Okay.
dumb one if I go first.
I'm the most boring, so I'll go first. It's literally just my name and my birthday.
Noted.
Oh yeah, I can do you one better. It's literally just my name, and I was watching Iron Man 2 at the time I made a DeviantArt account.
Clever.
Okay. Here's
And it
mine.
sucked.
Here's mine. I plugged the name Tyler into a nobody name generator, and I kept hitting refresh until I saw something I liked, and it gave me Latrix.
I like that, actually.
I still think you should have went with X Taylor. I think that would have been perfect. Tyler, whatever. I can speak words. I believe I can.
I feel like I'm the only one who has a genuine story behind mine.
Exactly.
So this is a handle that I've been using since I was a kid, actually. It first started when around the time Adventure Time had come out.
Mm-hmm.
It was my favorite show at the time. I loved Adventure Time. And I was also on the computer a lot and found this little MMO that doesn't really exist nowadays, but on Cartoon Network it was called Fusion Fall.
Yo,
Nice.
So,
Never played it, loved the designs.
I played it.
Great. But when it told me to put in a username, Phoenix Burst was just the first one that came up. So
Really? Oh, that is good.
that's just what I went with. Phoenix Burst. That's just my thing now. I'm stuck with it. Rest of my life, it's on my gravestone.
Oh, that's neat. That's
If you want a slightly more elaborate story, the name Latrix then turned into the name of my first Kingdom Hearts OC, which then evolved into a ongoing story that's been going for about 9 years now, and still happening right now. So that's
the man
why
hasn't slept in days, guys.
Honestly, us Kingdom Hearts fans, we're used to not sleeping, like doing those sleepovers where we watch the Kingdom Hearts 3 trailers for the first time in Japanese time. So yeah, we are used to not sleeping at all, basically.
I think what's really funny is the story's been going so long now that the character Latrix that my username is based on isn't even alive anymore.
The man keeps writing. Can't stop.
I mean, I'm one of those people. I've tried to end this story like 4 separate times, and then I had another idea, and then it kept going.
Okay, is there like maybe a Motown Downtown exclusive, like sneak preview or announcement you want to make about this story?
Well, no, because I haven't really written it down anywhere.
Gotcha. What's wondering?
Down these days. That's what Google's for.
That'll happen one day. I've said this for years that one day I will write it down. One day I'll write it down. I don't know when that day will be, so don't ask.
Yeah, so what it would be is
when
when One Piece ends, that way that forever long series ends, then we'll get the Latrix story, so that way we have even a longer series to go contend with.
And
look, don't mention One Piece. I'll go off on a tangent forever about that show. I swear.
Oh yeah, One Piece
just
one of
caught
those
up.
shows. You know what? I just realized that we forgot to do the running joke y'all do at the Guiding Key podcast. Y'all want to do that real quick?
Oh yeah. Well, Craig's not here, so we can't, damn him to hell. But
however, fuck Craig.
Fuck you, Craig.
And that's why I invited them all here. I love running jokes. But yeah, so next question is so I want to know the history, like the True Hollywood story of the Keyblade Forge. Tell me how the inception and how it got to where it is now.
Okay, I guess this is
you.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I guess this is
all you, bro.
Okay. It's way less glamorous than it sounds. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Sure.
All right, here it is. I'm gonna lay it all bare. I think we talked about this in one of my podcast episodes, but I'm gonna say it again. So, I had just finished part 4 of my story. That is at part 9 currently. And I got this new idea that my friends basically were like, there's no way in hell we're going to do this. And then I kept saying, hear me out, until they finally caved. And then I decided, okay, so the new story arc is going to take place in a new universe where all of the Keyblades are based on the tarot cards.
Whoa.
And then I realized I wanted to make a Keyblade for every single tarot card in both an upright and reversed form. And then I realized that would be 45 Keyblades. And I went, yeah, I can't do that by myself. So I was like, okay, how many Keyblade artists are there that I know of? And I went on DeviantArt and I went on Twitter and I just started finding like every single Keyblade artist that I have ever heard of. So like Exusia Sword was like the first one I reached out to. And then I just started going down the list. I was like, okay, Exusia Sword, heard of him. Iron Clark, who's right there, heard of him. Okay, you know, keep going down the list. And I just basically sent all of them a message like, hey, I need help on a project. I need to make like 45 Keyblades, and I can't do it by myself. Do you want me to make a Discord server for Keyblade designers so we can all like chat and figure this out?
That's why it's called the Forge. Okay, I like that. Mine is blown right now. I like that actually. Cool story.
Yeah. And so I made a Discord server. I sent invites to all of the people who responded, and I just named the server the Keyblade Forge because Kingdom Hearts 3 had come out like a year prior, and the upgrade system in the game was called the Keyblade Forge. So I was like, okay, perfect name.
I like
that. I straight up just lifted that. And yeah, that's pretty much how it got started.
Yeah, and I mean it's been growing, you know, steadily since. I will say we like doubled our size last year because remember when you know, Twitter and Elon Musk was like, I'm gonna read the website to X.
Yeah.
Latrix started that meme of everybody changing their profile picture to organizations.
That was you? That was you, Latrix? Wow, that's so cool. I never knew that.
And that literally doubled the size of our server.
That's so cool. You started a trend in the community on Twitter, of all places. Props,
yes,
man.
That was me. I did do that, and that was probably the funniest day of my life.
you go to your Twitter like, everyone is wearing their coats. What?
It was so funny going into my notifications and seeing literally every single profile picture of that same like dumb picture of Zemnis that I just got off Google Images. And I was like, oh my god.
What have I done?
Solid, like, you know, day and a half of us going, how did this happen?
Yeah,
this is so funny.
People still to this day have that profile picture. I just scrolled down like 5 things in my notifications and I see one in my notifications.
Yeah, no. I get them all the time still. I'm like, people are still doing it. And I'm like, it's been a year, guys.
That is
I mean, you say that, and then
Never
your
let it die.
profile
Never let it
picture
die.
is one.
That is like something you should put down on your like resume. I made all of Kingdom Hearts Twitter change their profile picture.
I will say, I think my crowning moment of that was when Ben Diskin did it.
Whoa.
Yeah.
But I was like, all right, I got far enough towards Xehanort noticed. All right, we're good.
That is an accomplishment right there. That's an accomplishment right there. Props. Congrats, buddy. Hype in the chat for that. Because I don't think I can ever achieve something like that to where he would like change the profile picture. So props, man. That's pretty awesome. So now okay, that's the origins now, and that's how it blew up because of the X thing. Now what do you think about the community that y'all have created, aka like raised up? Do you have any shout outs you like to give to certain community members?
God, I don't know if we have time to go over everybody. Hold up.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, I mean,
so we
Go
got
down the
Exusia
list.
Sword.
Everybody in the server. Let's get started.
Yeah.
All right. Going down the list. Shout outs to Exusia Sword, Flare Spire, Fox Taters, Garnet, DJ TRS,
Soku.
8-bit.
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 Man.
The Forge
There's
is
so many.
absolutely
There's over 500
filled.
people in the server.
Yeah.
Game Croy, who did our dearly beloved for Reforged.
Woo!
Oh yeah.
Discount Arts.
Drawing Dave.
Designer Dave, not Dog, Dave.
Yeah. Yeah. The question how that
There's
works.
another running joke.
Yeah. Man, can never.
Chappie.
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 Yeah. Milk.
Milk.
Milk's not a person. He's talking about like the drink.
The drink.
Shut up, milk. And
no.
Got milk.
No,
No, not really.
Mio. Aura.
Backstory Ben's in there. Our boy
Backstory Ben.
Ben, yeah. That's
Nico Skips.
Yeah.
A former
everyone
guest
in the
too.
force
So many people.
Shikari.
Yeah.
Nice.
Supersonic Jedi.
Supersonic Jedi. Nice.
And you, random citizen.
Yeah.
You, people watching,
And I
yes.
love you, random citizen.
The power is yours. But yeah, so what do you think about that community that y'all raised, that y'all help come together?
Oh, it's awesome.
I love it.
It's so
Flat out.
insane. There was just a great example of it is we had I had a dumb idea of trying to make a Pokemon region for Kingdom Hearts, and then within the span of a couple of weeks we had a whole bunch of just different designs going from different people, just because if you put one brainworm in and then it just everyone's got an amazing idea.
Yeah, Soku made like half of them.
Yeah.
He's still working on them.
Yeah,
He's still doing it.
he's still going. Does not stop. Yeah, like and we're insane. Please send help. Please.
There is no help. There's no condition. There's no name for the condition we have.
Us Kingdom Hearts fans have thick skin pretty much all the way.
Yeah.
We kind of need to for the amount of trolling that Nomura does to us. But yeah, before we get into Kingdom Hearts, I want to talk about Super Smash Brothers now. And there's a reason why. But yeah, so like, tell me y'all's like, besides Sora, what was your favorite Smash Bros. Reveal and least favorite Smash Bros. Reveal?
I have like 3 answers for favorite because I can't choose. The first one that was like really super crazy for me was Cloud.
Nice.
I remember that reveal happened. It was after school in high school. I had my school's anime club that day, and we were watching the Nintendo Direct, or like whatever it was. It was a Nintendo Direct, right?
Yeah.
And we just started screaming in the school. And I'm surprised there wasn't like an admin that came down. But yeah, Cloud was the first one. Sephiroth was the second one for similar reasons. And the one that shocked me the most was Steve. I never in a million years thought that would happen, but I loved it.
I think besides Sora, I think the 2 reveals that got the biggest reaction out of me were Sephiroth, where I was like screaming. I was in my car with my friend.
Nice.
Thankfully, I was not driving. I was parked. Don't worry, guys.
Yeah.
And
I fell out of my chair when Sephiroth was revealed.
No. Okay, so here's the thing. We heard the first few notes of One Winged Angel, and for a second there... No. For a second there, we didn't recognize it, and we kind of thought, wait, is that Rage Awakened? And then, 0.2 seconds later, we realized, wait, no, that's not Rage Awakened. That's One Winged Angel, and then we just started popping off. Like, oh my god. And then the other one was Steve, where that was a very different reaction. I swear to God, I just started busting out laughing and could not stop for about 30 minutes.
It was pretty funny, yeah. I thought it was Sora because Mario was in darkness. I'm like, it's gotta be Sora. And then it was Seal. I'm like, come on, man. That was a troll, if you ask me.
I like Minecraft, so I wasn't mad at all. I was too busy laughing my ass off.
Very well done too. Mine was Banjo-Kazooie. I just felt like the poor bird and bear was gone for forever, but Nintendo brought him back. Thank God. That was definitely my favorite reveal, barring Sora. But yeah. Granted, my favorite character to play as is still going to be Pit, besides Sora, because Pit is kind of like Sora, and I will stand behind that.
Oh, I forgot to mention. I forgot to mention Joker from Persona 5.
Joker was good too, right?
That one. I didn't see the trailer because I was picking up the pre-order for Ultimate during the Game Awards live stream when it happened. And so I opened Twitter on my phone and I see people saying Joker from Persona 5, and literally I'm in line at the GameStop. And I like run up to people. I'm like, "Oh my god, guys, did you just see what they just announced?" And they're all like, "What? What are you talking about?" I'm like, "Guys, they just confirmed Joker!" And they're like, "What?"
What is this crazy person saying? Oh yeah.
Right.
So go on.
So for me, there was two reveals there was three reveals that caught me off guard, but y'all already know what one of them was. And pretty much had the same reaction as Latrix. I was laughing my ass off when I heard about Steve. Watching that in real time, I can still feel my belly ache from laughing. The one so of course there was also Sephiroth. Sephiroth had me hyped, had everybody in the voice channel hyped that day. And then the one that I don't think anybody here is going to expect, Pyra and Mithra reveal.
Yeah.
Because at the time,
Yes.
at the time I was watching, at the time I was watching a playthrough for Xenoblade Chronicles 2, and I'm like, oh, this is too perfect.
I forgot.
Finally.
I forgot Pyra and Mithra. It was so funny because I was watching
them.
I was watching with my
them into
friend.
Sephiroth.
I was watching with my friend, and he's like not a big Xenoblade fan. I'm trying so hard to get him into the series, and then I am a big Xenoblade fan, so he's sitting there like, kind of like, okay, cool, and I'm just like, yo. They did it! I wanted them to add another Xenoblade character so bad. Oh my god! He's just like, dude, calm down. I'm like, no, you don't understand.
No, you don't understand.
You don't understand anime women.
Now
this sword has massive tits, okay?
we love our voluptuous swords, yes we do. But like, so what are some of y'all like least favorite character reveals?
It's gonna have to be Violet for me. I don't wanna sit here and harp on the whole too many Fire Emblem characters, but personally, I've never played Fire Emblem.
Me neither.
So I don't have a lot of stock in it, right? I'm sure Fire Emblem fans are happy, but
I agree with the Violet thing, not because of Fire Emblem thing, but just because it felt underwhelming as the final one of Fighters Pass 2.
Yeah.
Or Fighters Pass 1. Yeah. That's
Yeah. Okay. I'll admit. I don't mind Byleth being in there, but I will admit it felt kind of tone deaf to announce Byleth as the last fighter for the Fighters Pass 1. Thankfully we already knew that Fighters Pass 2 was a thing, but like they were like really hyping up like the mystery of who could it be, and then it was like, oh, it's another Fire Emblem character.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like her moveset.
Yeah, I like Byleth. I like
yeah.
Byleth. And I am a Fire Emblem fan, so
Yeah, like generally I'm okay with the character. Like, I'm glad that because I'm sure that game was somebody's favorite game. I'm always happy to see that show up, but man, we could have had something else. We could have Waluigi.
Boo.
No,
At some point, they gotta add him.
So
look,
if
I
I
was
could,
so. Oh, go ahead, Lane.
I was gonna say I could give like the really controversial answer that would probably get me kicked off the podcast. So
Go ahead.
Oh gosh.
No. I don't want to say it.
Now we're
Alright,
curious.
let's kick them off anyways.
Come on, chicken shit, come on. He's scared. I would say
Banjo Kazooie.
Banjo Kazooie.
Oh.
That's fine.
Banjo
That's fine.
Kazooie.
That's fine.
ban him.
They are old, outdated, and not relevant. Okay, there was no reason to waste a slot on them except for fan service.
Childhood.
I am
Childhood.
Fun, though. They're fun. It's a fun character to play as.
Look, I would have been there for Crash Bandicoot.
Yeah.
You're right. I don't care. Crash Bandicoot, Spyro, I would have been there. But
Spyro, absolutely.
I'll admit, I calmed down over Banjo after I finally got Sora.
I was so convinced that we were not going to get Sora.
Me neither. Yeah.
The day,
Same.
right? I convinced myself out. I went, okay. What are the chances? So we've got two proper options. One, they do Waluigi, right? Waluigi being the final one makes sense.
Yeah.
They know the meme. They've got to know the meme.
Yeah.
Either that or just never being in there. And then my only other thought process was it's going to hype up a brand new game coming out. Like that's how it goes.
Is it time for me to say that I was always a true believer, and I was always a true believer. I knew it was gonna happen.
I was making sure my expectations were set low, so that way I was crying at work when I saw it.
Mine are always way too high with my clown makeup on, pretty much.
Look, I went into almost every reveal kind of going like, okay, it could be Sora, but it probably won't be, until the last one, and then I don't know why I just had this feeling where I was like, it's time.
When I saw the dust, when Mario steps off the platform and you see the dust, I'm like, that's Kingdom Hearts dust. It's Sora.
Kingdom Hearts dust. No, it's funny because even before it happened, I had this feeling where I was like even before the stream started, I was just like, this is it.
Yeah.
It's time. It's gonna happen.
Donlin, did you give your least favorite yet?
Yeah, I agree with the Byleth take. That's personal. Yeah, like I said, just it being a bit underwhelming as the final of Fighter Pass 1. But yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you brought up. Oh, I'm sorry. Go on.
It's good. It's all good. So this one's going to be controversial. I know this one's going to be controversial.
Oh no.
Joker. His reveal at the time of his reveal, I was not interested in Joker.
Mm-hmm.
Fair.
Mostly because I hadn't played a Persona game at the time. I hadn't played a Persona 5 game at the time, or any Persona game for that matter. So I was like, man, who is this literal Joker that's taking up a slot in Smash Brothers?
Taking up a slot. Excuse you.
He's got a gun,
After
though.
playing the game, I understand. After playing the game, I understand. It was a fun game.
Yeah.
I enjoy Joker.
That's what I hope
I
it
get my ass
eventually.
beat by him by my friend all the time.
I think the funniest thing with Joker was literally the day Smash came out, before they announced like the DLC, I was kind of thinking to myself, like, I wonder what kind of like crazy DLC characters they could do. And then I was like, Joker from Persona 5 would be insane. And then I was like, nah, there's no way they'd do that. that day, they announced Joker for Persona 5, and I was just like,
you predicted it.
Oh my god.
He's Joker, the only Smash Brothers roster character that has a criminal record.
I'm pretty sure Snake does.
Snake has a lot, yeah.
Snake.
Donkey Kong is
Kidnapping.
Yoshi is in the game. The man is a notorious tax evader.
That is true. That is
I mean, I'm pretty sure Wario has done
You
some
don't
naughty
know
things
that.
in the past too. But
absolutely.
Money laundering.
How many people has Sephiroth murdered?
too
Was
late.
he arrested for
a
him?
whole planet actually.
He literally slaughtered an entire village worth of people with his like bare hands.
Who
And he
would
let
be
Cloud live.
there? Yeah. Who would be there to arrest him?
Exactly.
Bad boys. What you gonna do?
It's not a crime.
Well, my next question is actually, if y'all had the power to put a character of your choice in Smash Bros, who would it be and why?
Okay.
Sure, again.
Again.
Oh, God.
Axel.
I gotta think about this.
Yeah.
Axel.
I had an answer for this, but I can't remember it. It
Okay,
just
okay.
escaped my head.
So I have like, God, I have too many answers to this question. So I'll give a Oh man. So is it like? Are you talking like? Okay. Question.
Yeah.
Because I gotta narrow this down. So like, brand new character from a series that's not already in Smash, new character from a series that is already in Smash, or an echo fighter of an already existing character in Smash.
Any character you want. Like one character of your pick.
I've got different answers for all three scenarios.
I've got one. I really because I always thought he was the more probable character would be Crash Bandicoot because
yes,
you know,
yes.
in my brain I've always picked Crash as like as part of the Mario Sonic trio because he was a mascot for Sony and everything for a time, not any longer but still. Like in my brain, Crash has always been comparable to them. Not nearly as famous, but
yeah.
You know, he's still he deserves respect, and I would love to see play a moveset with him. I imagine he would probably play kind of similar to Taz from Multiverses. Now that I think about it out loud,
Lots of spinning, yeah.
but yeah,
Okay.
lots of spinning, some bazookas, and yeah, I would really like Crash. If they were to remake it and bring in some new DLC characters, he'd be at the top of my list.
And maybe his final smash would be everybody running away from the giant boulder. Maybe that.
So I've got to give all three answers then, because I've got like different criteria for how I like.
That's
think
fine.
About this.
That's fine.
So okay, brand new character from a series not already represented. My answer would actually be Scorpion or Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat.
Yes.
And the reason why I say that is because every single other like major fighting game franchise is represented in Smash. We've got King of Fighters, we've got Tekken, we've got Street Fighter, but we don't have Mortal Kombat.
Yeah.
And I feel like you've got to have the Mortal Kombat representative in there.
I think Mortal Kombat is banned in Japan, isn't it? Or is it like heavily censored? I gotta look.
They would have to heavily censor Scorpion or Sub-Zero to get them into Smash.
I don't mind. I don't mind.
Yeah.
I agree. I think representation alone. I mean, we technically have Doom guy in there with a
that would be my answer for a brand new character from a franchise not already in the game. Would be Scorpion or Sub-Zero from Mortal Kombat, because I feel like they deserve to be there.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes.
So a new character from a series that's already represented. I'm actually gonna not say Roxas from Kingdom Hearts. Shocker. I'm actually gonna say Noah from Xenoblade 3.
Okay.
Ooh, that's a good choice.
Nice.
I like that one.
I feel like he could be awesome. He could have a whole Ouroboros transformation mechanic. His final smash could be pulling out Lucky 7 out of the Veiled Sword. It'd be great. Noah would be awesome. You'd get representation of all three mainline Xenoblade games. Be fantastic. I feel like he'd be a great character. And then Echo Fighter. I mean, there's so many. Honorable mention to Shadow the Hedgehog. But my real answer, if we had to get an Echo Fighter of an already existing character, Zack as an Echo of Cloud. Why has this not already
Oh my
happened?
god, I love that. I love that idea.
Yeah,
I like that.
Oh, it would be interesting too if we got an Angeal like alt.
Oh yeah.
Give me a Genesis Echo for Sephiroth. Give me a Zack Echo for Cloud. There you
It's
go.
funny because we had Caleb on the show a couple weeks ago, so him voicing Zack in Smash would be amazing. Seriously.
Make it happen, Sakurai.
I personally have not really thought about what characters I would want in Smash outside of Sora, because that was always like my absolute number one. One that I've kind of thought would be kind of cool, just because I've gotten into the series recently, is Kratos from God of War.
Oh my god, you took my answer! That was going to be my answer! Yes, Kratos, yes. God of War 1 through 3, Kratos, yes.
Yes. So I just played God of War 2018 and Ragnarok near the end of last year. Or was it the year before?
It's been so
I can't
long.
remember. Yeah, but I played them pretty recently. I have never played the original games, but I really fell in love with those games, and I have thought about a little bit. I think it would be really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I do imagine like just a sword fight between Kratos, Cloud, and
that would be so epic.
Kratos would be awesome. We gotta get like a PlayStation representative. Like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, like the quote unquote closest that we kind of have. is
PlayStation
Cloud,
All
but that is
Stars.
not- yeah.
okay, so if we were gonna get a PlayStation quote unquote mascot character in Smash, there's like, there's two answers.
Yeah. It's oh crap.
Ratchet and
It's
Clank.
Kratos?
And
No. No. It's Kratos or it's Astrobot.
Astrobot, yes. I wanted to call him Astro Boy. Like, no, that's no cartoon.
That's
Network
Sackboy. That's Sackboy.
Yeah, Astro. All right, Finn, you're up.
Yeah.
All right, I have two. I'm going to keep this clean and simple. All right.
Oh, you could have said simple and clean.
Good choices. Shantae from the Shantae game series, and Dante from the Devil May Cry series.
Absolutely.
Yes.
Dante, yes.
Both very valid, yes.
HMK would love to see Dante in Smash Bros.
Oh, I would
All right,
Yes.
I mean,
Oh, yeah, it's good.
Dante, at least they gave him a Mii Fighter costume so they knew that people wanted him, which
Yeah.
makes me happy. But I am sad. I am sad we don't have, like, the ability to officially have Dante fight Bayonetta in Smash. I want that.
We need that.
Oh, man.
I mean, there is that death battle episode.
I know, I'm just
Yeah.
saying, I want the
Yeah.
Devil Hunter versus the Angel Hunter in Smash, officially.
That'd be
Not a Mii
amazing, yeah.
costume.
Yeah. God.
And honestly, if I think there's like only 2 indie characters I think deserve the first spot of indie rep in Smash. And
Ori.
that is Shantae or Shovel Knight.
Sans Undertale.
Ori. Ori would be amazing.
Ori is
Ori would be
Ori is a
awesome.
good choice.
Yeah.
Ori is a good
Hat Kid.
choice.
A hat and tie. Hat Kid.
Oh, Hat Kid would be cool.
Hat Kid.
Okay, if we're gonna
I
talk
like
about
that.
random tangent, but to add on to the Echo Fighters, and it would be an indie representative. Ukulele as an echo of Banjo Kazooie. There you go.
Oh my god, that would
mean,
be
yeah,
perfect,
go
because
for it.
it is a
Yeah.
spiritual successor. Yeah, that'd be
It's
perfect,
big brain
actually.
hours.
Wow, Nintendo hired
No,
these
I know I
friends of
said
mine.
fuck Banjo Kazooie earlier, but you know what? We'll put our differences aside for this one. That should happen.
I'm really excited for the remaster of Ukulele. That game looks amazing. I can't wait.
Yeah.
But so the reason why I bring up Smash Bros. And Sword, because now I want to talk about Kingdom Hearts. That's why that's one thing y'all have in common. So I want to know, when y'all saw Kingdom Hearts for the very first time, what was your first impression? How did y'all become fans?
Oh,
Well,
man.
like I said, my first impression of Kingdom Hearts was KH2 Atlantica, so that should be all you need to know. No, I'm kidding. I was at a friend's house. And he was playing this Disney game, and I was like, "What is this?" And then he was like, "I'm stuck on this Atlantica portion." I think he was fighting Ursula in KH2, and I was like, I'm pretty good at like rhythm game stuff, so I beat Ursula for him. And then I had never played Kingdom Hearts before, but then he was like, "Oh, let me show you like the rest of the game," and he started showing me like all of Sora's like different drive forms, and I was just like, "Yo, this is the coolest thing ever."
Yes.
And then he went to Halloween Town and he showed me like the Halloween Town outfit, and then he showed me Anti-Form, and I was like, I need this game. So
we never saw him again.
after that, I was at a different friend's house, and he had Kingdom Hearts 1, and so I started playing that on his PS2, and whenever I go over to his house, I just had my own save file on his memory card, and I would just play through it, because I never had a PS2. And I got, oh god, I got through Olympus Coliseum and Deep Jungle, and I think that was like about it.
Okay.
And then I got 358 Days Over 2 on the DS, and I played the hell out of that game so much. Then I got Dream Drop Distance on the 3DS, played the hell out of that game.
Nice.
Then I got Recoded and didn't like it. But then I got my first job and, actually had money, and I was able to go buy a used PS3 and the 1.5 and 2.5 collections, and oh my god, that was the best. I was like, I can finally play these games on my own. And I played through all of KH1 in like a week, and then I played through all of KH2 in a week, and then I played through like all of Birth by Sleep in a week, and I was just like, yes, this is so good. I love this. And then they announced 1.5 and 2.5 on the PS4, and I was like, so I bought an entire PS3 just to play this because I had a PS4 and they didn't port it, and then I was like, all right, screw that. Sold the PS3 and then just bought the games again on the PS4.
Yeah, I started the series. I don't remember exactly how old I was. I think I was around 7 My oldest sister gave me Kingdom Hearts 1 for the PS2, and I played it, loved it, never actually beat the game. I got, I remember getting up to Dragon Maleficent and never beating her.
Oh, my friend was
Um,
the same way.
but
My
Get up on
friend.
her back.
funny, weird thing
Tinkerbell.
I went back to that save file years later, and it was at the final door before final anthem, and I don't know how because I don't remember ever beating Dragon Maleficent.
Hide in the corner and use Tinkerbell, okay?
Exactly, exactly. That's all you do.
All you gotta do.
Please bring Tinkerbell back. My God, that was the best summon. Seriously.
I was broken. At least in one.
But yeah, so I mean, I got, you know, Kingdom Hearts 2. I got Days. I played a lot of the early games, and then I kind of didn't completely lose interest in the series, but I didn't play it as much for a few years until I got to high school. And then I saw one of my friends playing Birth by Sleep on his PSP, and that made me buy a PSP and Birth by Sleep.
Dude, you have no idea how jealous I was of all of my friends who had a PSP because they could play Birth by Sleep and I couldn't.
But yeah, the rest of history, I got way obsessed with the series after that.
That's. Like I said, I had picked up. We had picked up Kingdom Hearts 1 just at some random time in my life, along with other random games, and I remember playing through it and just not knowing what could be unlocked next, like what world is out there next, and just the sheer amount of just wonder that was out there with it. And then after we played that, didn't know anything about them making any more games after that. And I remember, like, at Walmart, of all places, I was walking through the book section, and there was the first volume of the Kingdom Hearts 2 manga.
Nice.
So I picked that up, and I was like, all right, let's take a look at this here. And it's like, I don't know who this Roxas kid is, but I'm fucking invested now. And I didn't get Kingdom Hearts 2 for the longest time, but I went over to a friend's house. He had a PlayStation 2. He had a Kingdom Hearts 2, so we were playing that. And he had a Game Shark hooked up to it, so he could have a limited drive.
A Game Shark?
A Game Shark.
Nice.
And the problem with having unlimited drive forms in Kingdom Hearts 2 is that basically has a built-in cheat system, because if you're fighting the Grim Reaper and you go into anti-form, you cannot revert, you cannot interact. We soft-locked ourselves in the game.
Ouch.
It was so funny. It was like, well, guess we ain't doing that anymore. So we turned around and playing through the game normally and everything. I was enthralled at that point. At that point, I was looking up anything. I was on the old fandom wiki all the time, just reading about it. Because I didn't have PSP, didn't have DS. Never could find Chain of Memories. Finally got Chain of Memories. Realized I suck at card games, so I never beat Chain of Memories because I'm bad at it. But I loved it nonetheless. So I sat there. I watched. People talk about it and everything. I back read the whole Roxas being the blonde-haired kid days. Like, I was just taking in all this information in my little pea-sized brain, and I just like kicked out algebra or something, and I put that in its place. And then
a worthy sacrifice.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I never once looked at a number again in my life. And then from there, I remember after 2, I would just sit there and I would doodle Keyblades all the time. And then from there, it's like, well, this is my life now. This is where I'm at. I'm fine with this. This is me.
Oh yeah, no, I remember even from like the very beginning. I don't know what it was. The very first time I saw the Keyblade, I was like, "That's the coolest weapon ever." Don't know why.
It's the forms,
I don't know why.
It's because it can have so many different looks. It is the Barbie of weapons.
Many different weapons. Looks, yeah.
That's a very cursed thought. Thank you.
I just remember seeing the Keyblade, and I was just like, nope, that's it. That's the coolest weapon ever.
And apparently
Hey,
it
you
was a
still hated
chainsaw
Metal
at first.
Chocobo. Yes, I love the concept art of Sora.
Lion Sora, I love it.
Yeah, I love it.
Finn, I think you're next, buddy.
Yeah. So, like I said before, I got into the series young at the age of 5. Kingdom Hearts I was actually the first in my house to actually beat the game at like 5.5 maybe. We had been stuck on the game for months, and while everybody was outside, I was in playing the game. And when I got that final hit in, I remember rushing outside and telling everybody, feeling so excited. And then when we finally got around to getting Kingdom Hearts 2, it was another gift from my sister for her birthday. I believe it was the 2006 or 7. But I played that game. I pretty much took control of that game and played it so much. I had a file on there that was like 83 hours or something.
Wow.
It's still, yeah.
Wow.
Kingdom Hearts 2 is by far one of my favorite in the series, simply because of nostalgia and how much I played it growing up.
It's so good. It's so good.
I mean, I have
so
well
good.
over 100 hours in Kingdom Hearts 3, but
Nice.
I still have my original copies of 1 and 2. I keep them stored away in a chest, but I still have them.
Ooh, you know what? Hold on. I want to go check something. I want to see how many hours I have in days. Be right back.
Well, while I'm sorry. Go on.
I was gonna say I like
Just
to
one last thing.
imagine. We can't talk over each other. You go first, Finn.
All right, my bad.
No, you're good.
Like ever since like playing and being Kingdom Hearts 2 as a kid growing up, Kingdom Hearts was pretty much all I ever thought about. I didn't really get into Keyblade designing seriously until about 2 or 3 years ago, but even back then I had a Keyblade I designed, and I even redesigned it not too long ago, about a year and a half ago,
Nice.
I believe. And it's actually on Nexus 2. It's Gearheart, and it goes over Hero's Origin.
That is, I mean, I can never be that awesome, y'all. Y'all modders in the show right now, I can barely make my own food. Y'all are over here making Keyblades, so that is pretty cool. That's why I have you on the show.
Yeah.
Dalin's crap.
Dalin's a goat. I'm just gonna say that right now.
You're all goats.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I made Dalin's
broke
sweat
him.
with mine, but he, you can make it. Just any Keyblade, it just looks amazing in the game.
All right, I found it.
Yeah.
Oh, what?
My original save file of 358 Days Over 2 and the DS, I have 116 hours and 30 minutes in that game.
That is a lot of time.
That is a lot.
You need to hit the 300 number. You gotta make the number match the days.
Yeah.
Get the work.
Those are amateur hours, Latrix.
come
You gotta
on.
bump them up.
Come on. No, it's really.
Well, I mean, in the Pokemon Y, I know I have like over 300 hours in that, so.
Son of a biscuit-eating bulldog. What?
I don't even know how many hours I put into Sword and Shield, but I maxed that game out. I completed all the decks.
Well,
Yeah, don't even get me started on Pokemon, or we'll be here all night.
yeah, I'm a big Pokemon fan too.
Good idea.
But my next question is actually, so Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out. This game, Vanilla Kingdom Hearts 3, this game has split the community. Some liked it, some did not like it, some straight up hated it. I personally loved it. Now, why do y'all think a lot of people did not like Kingdom Hearts 3?
Okay.
Easy.
No,
That's
no.
straight up too easy.
I don't think that's the main reason. I think the main reason what happened was, and I'll admit, I got caught up in the hype. I think the difference is, I think the thing is, everybody got so caught up in the hype, but then there were two camps of people. There were the people that got caught up in the hype and had actually played all of the games, and there were the people that got caught up in the hype and only played Kingdom Hearts 1 and Kingdom Hearts 2.
and then also.
Yeah, there's people out there.
Yeah, but then also they were very excessive with their trailer usage.
Oh yes, oh yes.
Yes.
So I think there was a lot of factors because I think Kingdom Hearts 3 is an amazing game. I do think Remind really.
I love Remind.
I really pushed it home. like in my brain, Remind is the final mix. Like I don't believe we're gonna get a Kingdom Hearts 3 final mix.
Yeah.
No,
Forever. Like that is it.
Yeah.
But base Kingdom Hearts 3, I enjoyed so thoroughly. I remember coming home with it, and I basically told my family goodbye.
You won't see me for several days.
Yeah, no, for real.
Yeah.
I think the thing is, like, a lot of people say like Remind like fixed Kingdom Hearts 3 or saved Kingdom Hearts 3. I disagree. I definitely think it made Kingdom Hearts 3 better.
Yeah.
But I kind of view it as like the cherry on top of a really good ice cream sundae already.
That's a good point. Yeah.
As in Kingdom Hearts 3, it was already great.
Yeah.
Remind just made it even better.
A good game that got better, basically. Yeah.
Like it went from a good game to probably like, this might be a controversial opinion, I don't know, but Remind, it basically cemented it as this is the best game in the series.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Yes, I 100% agree. Yes.
Yeah. I know a lot of it was like people were a lot of it was down to the story in my experience, and I can understand some complaints about it, like the end it being very like end loaded, like the after you beat all the Disney worlds, it's several hours of just end game content, and it's just non-stop craziness, which I understand making it, but I understand people making people feel like it's very end loaded. I didn't mind that, but I can understand that.
So
sentiment.
here's my other thing though, is that I think a lot of it has to do with the way people remember the older games, because I think a lot of these people who were really excited for 3, they probably didn't replay 1 and 2 recently before 3 came out. They just remembered them fondly.
Yeah. Because
a lot of people will say the Disney worlds in 3, they're all filler. They're completely pointless. I've actually gone back, I played Kingdom Hearts 2, and I can tell you like 90% of that game is pointless.
Yeah. I mean, there's a reason why there's so many optional worlds in Kingdom Hearts 2. Yeah, I love. God, I've got to go back and find this theory, but someone had pointed out that a lot of Kingdom Hearts 3 worlds deal with some form of loss.
Mm-hmm.
And I have to go back and look at theory that really haven't broken down. But, every Disney world that Sora went to in 3 had an impact on Sora's outlook at the moment.
Yeah.
It all culminated. It's such a pretty game, guys.
It's so gorgeous. Yeah.
I can play games.
I remember posting on Twitter, and I think we talked about this in one of our Guiding Keys episodes, but that every Disney World in 3 is character development for Sora, because they all focus in some aspect on either love or sacrifice, and that's the exact ending of Kingdom Hearts 3 and why he goes after Kairi at the end.
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense. I like that.
Yeah, I mean, I can just say though, because going back and replaying Kingdom Hearts 2, as good as that game is, more than half of that game, you don't need it in the sense of it does not contribute to the story. Okay, first of all, the only significant parts of pretty much any world that happen in that game is in the second visit, which is about half as long as the first.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So the first visit to almost every world is completely pointless because the organization's not even there. The worlds themselves, they're fine. They're classics at this point, but a lot of them kind of suck. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I mean, they're basically big empty rooms
with a straight line.
With a straight line. It's not like the Kingdom Hearts 1 levels where they're like
a maze.
They're mazes, or the Kingdom Hearts 3 levels, which are like they're designed to be these big open areas filled with stuff.
3 layers, 3 levels and stuff. Yeah.
The Kingdom Hearts 2 levels, they're kind of just big empty areas,
long hallways.
Yeah. And speaking of what people seem to forget about what Kingdom Hearts 3 really gave us was a lot more NPCs in places, so it doesn't feel dead. Like
Look
that.
at all
That
the
was
people in
The
the
guests
crowd.
were just starting to enjoy themselves.
yeah. Like
What
I
guests?
remember, and Kingdom of Corona, or I'm sorry, the Fairy Tale Kingdom now.
Yeah, we're not allowed to call it by its name anymore.
I remember walking into the castle town and just being blown away. Not just from the sheer level of detail of the scenery, but just
There's
people.
people here.
There's people walking around. There's a festival going on. It feels like a festival. Sora's interacting
dance with
the
a bunch of
festival.
them.
Yeah, you're
Like, wait a
dancing with
minute.
them. You're
You mean these worlds aren't lifeless and dead?
yeah.
Amazing.
It really felt like, in my brain, like Sora is showing up to these worlds and interacting with the townsfolk. He's going to buy food from a vendor, like just stuff that's like, it normalizes it in a way, and you don't have that in any of the other games. Like there was some demos in there were some NPCs in Traverse Town, still the best world. There were some NPCs in Twilight Town. Mobile games, good luck on having any additional NPCs. But 3, like, there was, granted, there was no NPCs in Monstropolis, right? There wasn't really a lot of them there, but Monstropolis was not my favorite world, I'll be honest.
It was also after hours at the factory, to be fair.
Yeah. They had reasons and everything, but let's be honest, not my favorite world for a multitude of reasons.
Oh, I agree. It's not a great world, but I think that's mainly just because everything looks the same.
Yeah. But no, like just walking through Twilight Town, and there's more than just 4 kids and a couple adults,
Yeah.
Where is everybody?
It really, the step from, granted, it's much, there's much more steps in between because of all the additional games in between, but the step from 2 to 3
Massive.
was so grand, so
massive.
I
For
remember
real.
being blown away by the graphical, like, just the graphical transformation of 3. I was like, holy shit, this game is gorgeous.
I still see the Kingdom Hearts 2 model of Sora when I think of Sora in my mind, but that's just because it's been burnt into my memory for so long. But no, I mean, every bit of it is absolutely gorgeous, and I cannot wait to see more of what 4 looks like, because I can only expect it to be as, if not even more gorgeous, because...
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and guys, we in a 1 hour already went by, y'all. I had enough questions here that I figured would last for an hour, but we're like, we got to the half of the questions, so this is why I wanted to bring y'all on here, because it's like y'all give the best answer, seriously.
But yeah, this is the ramble. This is why Chris has to edit like 50% of our audio out.
It's all good. It's all good because I do have to wrap it up here soon. But
yes.
I think quickly, when do y'all think Kingdom Hearts 4 is coming out?
2026. That's my final. That's my gut. I'm saying 2026.
Me too.
I'm that is
late.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I have the copium for late 2025, but it's copium.
Yeah. I mean, at this point, I'm kind of on the word. It's not coming out until at least 2026.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm at least, I'm like March 2026. That's where I'm at right now. That's that's where I'm at. That's where they usually release, is around in March. That's where I'm at. It gives them plenty of time to advertise it towards the middle of the end of next year. Hopefully we'll have Missing Link out a good amount of time.
Yes.
But in between time, that is my version of Coke. Right there.
Same
that
here.
Is where I'm at.
Well, we are going to wrap things up now with the fan favorite section of the show called Top 10 Questions on Motown Downtown.
Top 10 questions. Hey, you got the questions? Top 10 questions. I got the answers. Top 10 questions. Better get your answers ready.
Where I am going to ask my guests 10 questions courtesy of Inside the Actors Studio. So, guys, are you ready?
Yeah.
Yep.
All right, so my first question is, what is your favorite word?
Oh.
That's
it.
is my favorite word. I say it so
yeah,
much.
I was gonna say that's it.
That's a hard question. Supercalifragilisticexpialidocious.
I love that. So,
pneumono ultramicroscopic silicovolcanic coniosis.
Well, wait,
what now?
best answer ever.
Hepatomonastrosis crypidaliophobia.
Best answer ever. And next up is, what is your least favorite word?
Moist.
Yeah, no, I agree with that. That's fair.
Everyone says moist.
Yeah.
It's the O and the I together.
Yeah.
That's where I'm at. It's the O and the I. It doesn't feel good on the mouth.
Anyone else?
I have no idea.
Moist. Final answer, moist.
Wake up. It's 2 words technically, but that's what wakes that's what makes me scared in the morning.
Wake up.
Have you given yours yet, Dolan?
Yeah, I'd say I'd agree with moist. I guess.
Moist, it is the most least favorite word in the English language.
Oh my god.
So, what makes you happy?
Art. I like drawing.
Yeah.
My friends are my power.
My friends are my power and my art.
Food.
Yeah.
I like doodling.
Food. That's my answer.
Good.
Valid.
Good answer.
Food makes me happy.
Keeps you alive.
Of course. That's why it makes me happy.
Did everyone answer?
Yeah.
Yes.
All right.
Art.
Yeah.
Friends. Food.
Gotcha. And what makes you upset?
Everything. I have crippling anxiety. Literally everything makes me upset.
Work.
Oh, mood.
That's related.
Felt.
I feel that one. So, go on.
Trashy people. That's what makes me upset.
Preach.
Stupid people. That's what makes me upset.
They're all on tour. They're all on Twitter too. So, what sound or noise do you love?
Hold
The sound that the Keyblade makes when you summon it. Turn that shit off.
Oh my god.
My favorite noise is.
Jeez. My brain wasn't prepped.
I like that sound. So, what sound or noise do you hate?
Oh, wait,
well, I know they hate.
Yeah, that's it right there. It's the strungle.
Blackboards.
Blackboards.
Nails
Yeah.
on the chalkboard. Yes.
Oh
yeah.
All right.
Metal squeaking.
That or just like loud, like high pitched scraping sounds.
Yeah, that gets me.
Okay. So, what is your favorite curse word?
Fuck.
Y'all are fans of fucking. Okay, cool. Everyone loves a good fuck. Just saying. Everyone that says that word.
Yeah.
All right, and what profession other than your own would you like to attempt?
I would like
Voice
to try
acting.
writing.
Ooh,
Oh yeah, voice acting.
I would love to make video games. Just
Oh,
as
hell
part
yes.
of a development
That's your
video game.
side gig. Basically, modding
Well,
one.
you're a modder. You basically already do.
You're almost there. You're
To an
almost.
extent,
We
yeah.
can get you there,
He
buddy.
does.
We can get you there.
The voice acting or creative directing.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's pretty much the same for me. I'd love to voice act. I've got a good voice.
Yes, you
I
do.
think
You all do.
I think creative directing for me. I'm like really good at like coming up with stories and ideas.
Okay. So, what profession would you not like to do?
The one I'm currently doing.
Yeah, the one I'm doing now.
Fast food. Fast food. I did that once, never again.
Oh, you know what? Absolutely, I agree. Anything dealing with food,
yeah.
no.
Any kind of
I
like any kind of like cleaning, sanitation, I get grossed out easily.
Yeah, that's fair. That's valid.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Okay, so the final question is, if heaven exists, what would you like to hear God say when you arrive at the pearly gates?
Welcome.
Yeah.
Come on in. We got
Come on
barbecue.
in. Welcome in.
Let's say we have Kingdom Hearts 4 in the back. Come here.
One more round of applause, please, from my friends over at the Guiding Key podcast, the Keyblade Forge. Thank you all so much for coming out tonight. Thank you all. And before we go, do y'all think it's possible to add that chocolate flavor to your Guiding Key podcast? Huh?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we can have you in.
Yeah.
I would love to. Yeah. So we are gonna go raid
Put 'em on the list.
Yes, we are gonna go raid my friend Bambino Fofina. So before we go, y'all wanna like give any parting words?
Well, I guess we gotta say our usual parting words, don't we, Later?
May your heart be your guiding key. Now fuck off.
Kingdom Hearts 3 Forge is releasing tomorrow. It's a big mod. It's really cool. You should download it.
Yes, the Kingdom.
See, that's better than what I was gonna say.
Now,
I like mine.
Just a heads up. Bambina is playing the ending of P3 Reloaded, and I believe she is right at the end. So if you don't want to be spoiled, don't go. This is your heads up. But yeah, I will be back on Tuesday for Persona 4 Golden, so stay tuned for that. And can we get one more shout out for the Keyblade Forge or the Guiding Key podcast, please, in the chat? And yeah, I will see you all on Tuesday for sure. Yeah, and guys, what should the raid message be?
Fuck Craig.
Eat ass.
Fuck Craig.
We'll do hearts. Everyone send.
Hearts is probably better.
Everyone send hearts. Yeah. And yeah, thank you all again for coming. Have a fantastic weekend. I'll see you all on Tuesday. And let's say hi to Bambina. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Take care.